Alright, welcome back. Welcome to another update for MERCS. It's been a little while since I've updated this game, but I've kind of been out of it for a little while. Back in November, I was in the hospital for a week for surgery, so I spent the rest of November and basically all of December recovering from that, and I'm still not completely recovered, but I've recently finally gotten back into this whole game dev groove, so I'm back at it now. So I just want to kind of show what I've been up to since then and what I've kind of got to and where the game's at. So let's jump right into it. So what we'll do is we'll head into here and we'll create a new corporation. So I've got a few game systems in place to do with the primary campaign. So let's go ahead and show that now. So what I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to create a new corporation. So, and you'll notice that this, if you've been following the project, you'll notice this screen has changed a little bit. So we have a little more options to go with when we're creating a corporation. So let's just call it, I don't know, let's call it Test Corp. Test Corp 2. I don't know if I have any more like that, but there we go. Test Corp 2. And we can give ourselves a name. So my name, Elke. And then we can now choose different traits. So it's kind of like you can choose different builds, how you want to set up your corporation. So right now, there's only one corporation trait because the system's brand new. I've only implemented one. So this investor backing trait basically gives you more money to start off with, so you kind of hit the ground running a little faster. And you can always pick two traits, like two corporation traits, two CEO traits if you like. But of course, there's only one, so you can only pick that. CEO traits is a whole other set of traits here. So here we have Smooth Talker, which gives you a bonus to negotiating with other mercs from other companies, and we'll check that out in a second. And there's another one called Day Trader, which isn't hooked up yet, but basically that's going to make you get interest on your credit balance every month, kind of thing. So we're gonna just kind of go with this, and you can now pick a logo. So we'll pick this one. Of course, again, this system's brand new, so it's the only logo available. But just a little bit of extra customization here. So let's go ahead and create our corporation. So here we are, Test Corp 2, and this is where our logo would go. You can kind of see in the background. It's defaulted to that one because again, it's the only one. So before I recorded the video, I've gone ahead and designed three basic vehicle designs: a heavy tank, a light hovercraft, and a medium assault vehicle, and we'll see why in a second. So another thing you may have noticed if you've been following the project is there's some tabs up here that weren't there before. So right now we're in the outfitting tab. So let's go over to the next one, the detailed roster tab. So what we have here is a list of all the different mercenaries in all the known other corporations, all the other different mercenary companies. So in MERCS, you're not the only mercenary company. You're actually going to be competing with a whole bunch of other mercenary companies for jobs, and in some cases even meet them in battle. So this is a great big list of everybody, all the mercs in the game that you're aware of, basically, and you can click on your mercs. Like right now we don't have any mercs, so it's not going to show anything. And you can see there's a call sign, there's their actual name, that's the corporation they work for, there's their level there, and you can even sort by heading. I think this is my favorite thing about everything, about the whole update. It's such a trivial, stupid, expect it to be there kind of thing, but I don't know, I just love it. I love that it works. Anyhow, so we can kind of sort through here, and the whole point of this is, see, if we go back into our outfitting screen, what we could do is, obviously we need mercs to work in our company, right? So what we could do is we could hire a brand new mercenary, and we could choose between all these, randos. We could just pick a brand new, fresh rookie pilot that we could hire off the street, basically. Or maybe we want to hit the ground running a little bit, right? I mean, we could hire a synth, which is an android, essentially, and he will start at level 3, so it gives him a little bit of a bonus, but he can improve, right? Because he's a robot, so he doesn't learn skills the same way that humans do. So there is something to be said for these guys, but maybe we want something a little more specialized, right? So what we can do is we can go to this detailed roster screen, and we can sort by level. See, this guy here way at the top, he's a level 5, which is max level, as high as we can go. And you can see he's been on 20 missions, he's had 40 kills, and he has 1 trait. That's actually really bad. Considering he's level 5, that's not great. Every time you level up in this game, every time a merc gains a new level, they have a chance to gain a random level up trait, right? So in addition to their usual level up bonuses. So if we click on Splitter here, he works for Frag Incorporated, And we can bring up this sort of info sheet on him here. And so you can kind of see he's got his portrait here, and he's got all these kind of basic info. He's rank 3, 9 missions, 18 kills, all that. And you can see current salary. So right now he's being paid 85 credits per mission in his by his corporation. And you can see here, and he's got 2 traits, 2 level up traits. So he's got an affinity for tracked propulsion, which gives him extra propulsion, like extra dodge when he's piloting something that has a tracked propulsion, so a tank. And he also happens to have an affinity for a hovercraft, so he gets extra dodge when he's piloting a hovercraft. And it says down here, total hit chance bonus, total dodge chance bonus. So he'll get that because he's level 3, right? So you get 5% bonus on hit and dodge per level. So this just kind of adds it up for you. And then on top of this, of course, if he happens to be piloting a hovercraft or a tank, he'll get an extra 5% dodge. And so in this this screen here, you'll also see all of his different sort of stats as he like right now. This is fake. This is placeholder because the game hasn't started and I haven't flushed it out yet. But basically, it's going to be stats like you know, how many shots he fired in different missions. Every time he goes in a mission, it'll add it to this log, and it'll track how many kills he got, how many hits he got, and all that kind of jazz. So it's all kind of stuff like that. So he's whatever. He's got some traits. Let's look at somebody else here. Let's look at Max Kim Miller. See what she's got. Okay, so she has, so she's a level 4, so she get 20% on both of her things, and she has light chassis and wheel propulsion. So she gets a different skill set. So if you get somebody who has some really good bonuses, you can even go back and design a tank based on this person, right? So she's got light chassis and wheeled, so you could design a light wheeled vehicle, and she would get 10% total dodge in addition to her already 20% dodge, right? So you can kind of do stuff like that. So what we can do, let's say we want Nax on our squad, right? Well, what we can do is we can right click on her and say open comms, and you'll get this sort of comms dialogue, and we can talk to her directly. And we're going completely around her corporation. They don't know this. This is like on the side, kind of a shady secret side deal that her corporation doesn't know about, right? And so the idea is we're going to try and poach her, right? We're going to try and steal her from her company, but we have to offer a bunch of money, right? Because these mercs are greedy, like a good merc ought to be, right? So there's 2 things that you can kind of look at here. There's the hiring fee, which is like an initial just lump sum when you hire them to entice them into your service. And then there's the salary permission. So you can adjust these to whatever you like. Well, you can't go more money than you have, but you can give her whatever hiring fee. And this is how much money, the salary is how much money you're going to pay her permission. And so the way this works is based on her current loyalty. Like we can check back here and see, you see she has a loyalty of 73, so she's relatively loyal to her corporation. So it's going to take a couple bucks to convince her. So you see here, loyalty 73. Now, if you recall, we took that smooth talker bonus when we were creating our corporation, and so that gives us a 25% bonus. So that lowers her effective loyalty for this calculation by 25%. So her effective loyalty is now only 48%. So basically, and the way it works is, you know, without that smooth talker bonus, like basically her loyalty is the chance that she will reject your offer, right? So at 73% chance, that's a 73% chance of rejecting your offer. So we've lowered it by 25, which brings us to an effective chance of shooting us down by is 48%. So if you invert that, the odds of success is actually 52%, if that makes sense. So, and then down here you see hiring fee modifier and salary modifier. So this chance is going to be modified by these 2 modifiers, which are changed by increasing or decreasing the amount of money you're willing to give her, right? So, you know, if you want to pay her like $800 or whatever to hire her, well, you see here she get a hiring modifier of 1.8 times, which is going to multiply this. And then if you give her a salary bonus, and this is the larger factor, of course, if you give her a salary permission bonus, you can see as we adjust these values, our chance of success goes up or down, kind of thing. So, so that's basically that. So let's pay her a whole bunch of money here. We don't need to hire her for that much. We give her a little bit more permission, maybe. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's give her that much, and then we'll just see where we can get her. And we don't want to fail this, so this is just a chance. We can always fail. So we'll give her 117 permission and 670 up front. We'll see what she says. There we go. So we offered her the job. Sounds good. I'll make my way to your ship. So she's on some other ship or some other corporate headquarters, and now that we've basically hired her. She's going to make her way from her current corporation, wherever she's at, to our ship and join us. So, okay, great. So now if you see here, Kim Miller is now part of Test Corp 2. If you hit My Mercs Only, now she shows up there. We go back to our outfitting screen, and there she is, right here, in our available mercs, and we can now use her. Now, those two white boxes you see there, that's just, those are the two trait icons I haven't put in yet for the two traits she has, the affinity traits, so don't worry about that. So that's basically how that works. You can now poach mercenaries from other PMCs, and of course they can do the same thing to you. Like, other corporations do the same thing to you. So if you're not watching, you can lose mercs to other corporations who might happen to need, you know, some new talent on their side. And there is also now a new screen over here. So corporation summary. This is basically a summary of all the different corporations that are in the game, and this is still very work in progress. This whole thing is super work in progress, but basically it lists all the different corporations. You see here, like Aka Security has 5 mercs, you know, the Azure Flames got 5, Hell's Warriors have 12, that kind of thing, right? And you can kind of look at different sort of stats. So if you look at us, actually, if you click on us and go log, in 2387, day 24, the corporation was founded, and you can see here on the same day Nax joined because we hired her, right? So this overview will kind of show just basic stats on the corporation. This log shows you all the different things that's going to happen. So whenever they fight in a battle, it'll show up in this log. Whenever anybody joins or anybody gets poached from us, that'll show up. All kinds of stuff like that will kind of show up in here. And then this stats window will show detailed stats. I'm kind of thinking I might merge these two tabs and save this one for something else, but you kind of get the idea. So when you kind of want to see like different information on all the different corporations, you can come here. So a bit of a smaller update, but fairly significant nonetheless. It's just a ton of UI stuff. Not any real gameplay things just yet, but lots and lots of UI stuff that I've been working on since I've been back from the hospital. So anyway, I just want to give that update because it's been forever. It's been like since October since I've updated this game. So yeah, that's basically it. So if you want to follow along with the development of this game a little more closely, I will put a Discord link below, and I pretty much update in there almost every day because I work on this pretty much every day. So there's really frequent updates in there. But beyond that, that's all I got. So as always, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.